out here. You're thinking about everything, aren't you? I know it's crazy. Just don't think of it like that. Nothing has to mean anything. Come on, come back inside.
Hello, Bummer.
So, Sam, what about these two matches over the weekend?
Well, look, we're terribly excited about these. Victoria have picked a cracker-jack side down here, Bummer. And, of course, of the 100-odd people going around for the various State of Origin sides over the weekend, the Bears, I think, have got 5 in. So, obviously thought of in very high terms up there in Brisbane, the Brisbane Bears players.
Now, Sam, MCG on Saturday, but just an average crowd, probably, what, 80, 90,000, I suppose, but by Victorian standards, won't it?
Well, probably 80, Shirl, and they'll wander along just to pay homage to the great game, of course. That's what State of Origin football's about, attracting a lot of people to the game.
There's your chance, Mario.
There's your chance, Mario. You want to make the bet?
Want to make the wager?
Come on.
Well, why don't you make a wager? Let's see your body.
Does anybody want to see it, though?
How many do you think we'll get there, Mario?
You won't get 20. Hey, listen, why don't you bet Kevy?
No, come on, you blouse.
How many, Mario?
We better set this straight because a couple of weeks ago there was a bet between Mario and Sam about how many would attend the State of Origin, the rugby league one at the MCG. And Mario won that one, and Sam had to remove the clothing. So come on, give him a chance.
Come on, Mario. This is your chance.
Lightning tonight, Mario.
I reckon there'll be 80,000 there, Sam.
80,000? Oh. Well, if there's not 80,000, I want you to appear without any clothing on the next week, all right? Is that all right?
There'll be 80,000 and more, mate.
Oh, 80 or more?
Yeah.
All right then, Mario. Well, if there's not 80 or more, you remove the gear, and what'll I do? Gee whiz. Oh, well, I can't do anything more, can I?
Take off your mohair jumpsuit you had on.
Now, Sam, getting back to the State of Origin on Saturday, Tony Lockett and Gary Ablett both in the Victorian side. There was some concern that they wouldn't play. Are they both going to play?
Yes, they're both in. I'm checking the records. Plugger and God both in. And pity Gary Hocking's not in. He's known as the Buddha. So Buddha, God and Plugger.
They'd be worth a few bob together, wouldn't they? Ablett and Lockett.
Yes, Plugger and Gary Ablett would be worth a fortune in relative terms down here, and they are both playing. Plugger, this is the first time since the Boer War that Plugger's put himself up for selection. He's always found an injury in recent weeks, in recent years, but he's actually playing this year.
Sam, this sounds like there should be a couple of good games. When do they pick the Australian team?
Well, Gary, we do pick an All-Australian side, and of course that is very meritorious to be selected for the All-Australian side.
Should be a good game, whoever they play.
Because you actually play no one, so you don't have to go across the other side of the world and embarrass yourselves by losing. But it is a very prestigious thing, Mario. You're familiar with the word prestigious? And incidentally, is that your head or you're breaking it in for a squirrel? You look shocking tonight, Mario. What do you look like tonight?
I'll tell you what. Hey, Sam, you're no brain surgeon, mate, I can tell you.
Sam,
you got
it's
him there,
getting too
Mario.
personal. It's getting too personal. I'm getting the wind-up signal. I've got no more time left.
Well, could I just say this? That Mario apparently has been made an honorary South Queensland Rugby Union player. Yes. Is that right, Mario?
That's it, mate.
What's the difference between rugby union and league? Would you grunt a little harder? You stick your head up the nether regions a little further? What is the idea of it?
We don't wear hot pants, mate, I can tell you.
And it says rugby union was built on tradition, loyalty, camaraderie and passion. I think you've struck out on all four, Mario.
You've been drinking.
What's that? Anyhow, if you could just mail your blueprint.
We're going to a break on the Footy Show. Thanks, Sam.
After the break, the panel preview the key clashes of round 12 next on the Footy Show.
Now to head across to Shirley Strachan for Street Beat.
Yes, well, as we know, last week Mario made a bet with one Sam Newman in Melbourne about a certain crowd attends at the MCG, and he lost, basically, so he's got to strip down to his undies. So I wanted to find out what the people of Brisbane thought of witnessing on TV for the first time Mario Fenech in his underdacks. Excuse me, guys. Mario Fenech lost the bet to Sam Newman on the Footy Show. Do you reckon he's going to be a good look in undies or what?
Oh, very nice, very nice. Hot body.
Not too shabby.
What, you would like to have a body like Mario Fenech?
Of course.
Who, Mario Fenech's got to be in his undies?
Yeah.
Not a pretty sight. Oh, wonderful, yes.
Oh, it's a good move?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
You guys just do the best job. I salute you all.
Yeah, so do you reckon Mario will look all right in his undies?
I think Mario looked absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to it.
He has to appear in his underpants. Do you think that'll be good for TV?
I don't think so somehow.
What, Mario Fenech in his undies is not a good look?
No.
Would you rather have Kevy Walters in his
Well,
undies?
you bet.
Oh, Kevy's all right.
Yeah, mate.
Mario Fenech's got to appear in his underpants on the football show. Do you think it'll be a good look?
Wonderful, darling. I can hardly wait.
Oh, really? What, do you know what Mario looks like in his undies?
Once or twice I've seen him in his undies.
Can you tell us more? Mario Fenech lost the bet to Sam Newman. He's got to appear in his underpants on the Footy Show. That's...
Oh, you're kidding.
No, I'm not kidding.
He should appear nude. That's
You
shocking.
really should be in the nude?
I want to see his...
Oh, you
what
want to
he's
see how strong he is? Yeah, right. Yeah, you reckon it'd be a good look?
Well, possibly, if you're drunk enough.
If you're drunk enough. So you're saying you'd have to be severely over .05 to appreciate Mario in his undies?
Yeah. I mean, you couldn't do it straight.
Depends if he gets his back waxed.
Oh, depends if he gets his back waxed. What have you done to your tongue?
What, is it purple?
Yeah,
I just had a
blue.
soother.
Oh, yeah. Oh, give us
Sorry.
another look. Oh, good look. Are you going to be watching the football show?
He's gorgeous.
Can we have that on replay, please? So you think Mario's going to be a bit of the all right?
Oh, Mario's gorgeous, yes.
So you reckon Mario will look all right?
Yeah, I reckon he will.
Who would you rather see, Sam Newman, Mario Fenech or Kevy Walters?
I reckon Bomber would look good, actually.
Has he not come off us lately?
Ain't no lens wide enough for me to expose myself on television, but Muzz, the gear is coming off after the break.
Mate, I've been suffering.
After...
Oh, you blouse, Muzz! You blouse!
We'll take a break on the Footy Show and try and convince Mario to bear all short. Injury problems. Talking of AFL, we always like to head down to Melbourne to get the latest from down there. Please welcome Sam Newman.
Hello, Bummer. How are you, Bummer? Now, Bummer, we can do this one...
Sam, are you there?
We can do this one of two ways, Bummer. I can just do the preview with Shirley off camera, or you can bring him out and let's have a look. Let's see what he's got there for him.
The bet was 64... Oh, well, more than 80 had to turn up at the MCG, of course. 64,000 only turned up.
That's correct.
So he lost the bet. Well, he hasn't fronted here. There's a vacant seat. Let's have a shot of the vacant seat here. There he is.
That'll
Very
match
sad.
his brain.
But we never like squelching here in Queensland, so he has to come out eventually.
Well, no, I'm not sitting down there until he comes out.
There you go.
Well, that's a little better. That's all right then.
Put it back on now.
I've seen better bodies in a butcher shop, Mario.
I'll tell you what, Sam, I was unlucky though. Apparently the weather was disgraceful. There would have been 110,000 there, apparently.
Nah, there was never going to be 80. You heard there. I knew as soon as you said it last night, we've got you. Or last week, in fact. Does Rebecca like that body there?
She loves it, mate.
Does she? Look, I've seen Rebecca. Look, this is her here in a beautiful little magazine there, mate.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Hey, Sam, a bit of a complaint last week, mate, because you've... this is from the Bears supporters up here. A letter that was sent in said, whilst this segment, is supposed to be humorous, Sam Newman was belittling our club and with his off-the-cuff remarks, which were often false in relation to the State of Origin game last week, in reference to the number of Brisbane players that were represented in the team. You said 5. Actual fact, it was 6, which was 1 more than Collingwood, 1 more than Essendon, Geelong, North Melbourne and St Kilda. So they were up in arms a little bit up here, mate.
Oh, gee, sorry. What, we're not belittling the show or belittling the Bears, are we? God forbid that we'd ever do that because they're going so well. Gee, sorry about that. Gee whiz, I'll have to just take note of
I'm
that.
feeling a bit cold out here, mate. Can I have a little of your mohair jumpsuit?
Or even your wig would do.
No, Mario, you look sensational. In fact, when you walk into the makeup room, they reckon the girls start to hum Impossible Dream. Is that correct?
Sam,
you look like a Greek god.
He is.
Yeah.
I want to ask you about tomorrow night's match, Essendon and Hawthorn. Can the Hawks win without that great Queenslander, Jason Dunstall?
Well, they won't beat Essendon, even if they had the great Queenslander, Jason, because Essendon are playing very, very good football, Gary. Are you actually interested in this at all?
No,
or am I just wasting my time?
I'm just worried about you might want to have a bet with me and I'll have to get my gear off or something. I just want to stay with you.
I'll have a bet with you.
No,
and the bet will be to keep up.
Gaz, are you having a bet?
What's the bet? No.
What's the bet?
Now,
Look, Sam, I'll just show you that we're all the same, all blokes. I'll just get off now.
Having trouble with the buttons, Gary? A lot of the girls reckon you don't have trouble with the buttons.
We don't need any of that stuff. I'll just forget about having a bet later in the year. That was on last night.
And Gary, I know you're only being serious.
You've been daffling in Mario's wardrobe.
I tell you what, it'd be nice if you got your shirt off. The last time you saw a mussel, you ordered a dozen at the seafood restaurant.
Sam.
The joke book's obviously arrived.
Sam.
That was a Christmas present. Yes?
Sam, my mail is that Barry Stoneham from your club Geelong, who's been out for half of last season and has been ruled out for the rest of this year, has been linked with the Bears for next season. You got any mail on that?
Well, that'll be right. They've got Alistair Lynch up there who hasn't played a game, so they may as well get Stoneham up and he won't play one either.
But he's a pretty fair player, isn't he?
He's a sensational player, but he's had the worst run of injury. He's had his leg repaired about 4 times and it's been infected on each of those occasions, and this is what's happened again just last week.
And Sam said killed as Tim Pekin, my sources in Melbourne tell me.
The what?
My sources in Melbourne tell me Tim Pekin plays for St Kilda, faces a fine of over $14,000 for missing training. How can they substantiate that?
What's he saying?
$14,000?
For missing training.
God, that's the club turnover for the year. $14,000. I think they've put too many noughts in there.
No, I think it was
to be quite honest.
$2,000 a game, I think, Sam. He missed about 6 games or 7 games or what it was. So
7 games.
Yeah, something like that. So, yeah, 7 to 14, you'd know.
Here, Sam, it is a big word here in rugby league. I'd like the camera to focus on Mario and you wish him well as we take a break on the Footy Show.
Now, Mario, if you could send me Mario, you're there.
Yeah,
if you could just send a blueprint of your brain down. I'm building an idiot at home and I wouldn't mind your plans.
I'll tell you, Sam. Hey, Sam, take your wig off, Sam. Take your wig off.
All right,
That's it. No more. Time's up. We're going. See you, Sam. We'll see you next week.
You've nearly
Take a
got
break
me,
on the
Mario.
Footy Show.